All right, bada bing, bada boom. Back. I don't know why I did that. Uh, so yeah, I was an idiot and I started my stream about 5 minutes ago, but I forgot to turn my mic on, so I just did a whole intro without any audio because I'm stupid. But yeah, then I had a missed notification from phone, and I was like, "What?" There's some spam call from earlier. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day today myself. I'm off today. I've just been playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've been leveling up Henry to a beast. But we gotta go do some story missions so I can get Sir Robard back at Rete. And also, let me know. Hopefully, everything sounds good and looks good on your guys' end. Everything looks good on my end, but I had to switch to a different app. I usually use Xbox Console Companion. That wasn't working because it said something need to be updated, even though everything was up to date. And so I just used the regular Xbox app, and it seems to be working well. Go into the live scene. Okay, I was about to say, motherfucker. Don't just not work on me first thing, eh?
Jesus!
Why'd you say that? Alright, so I was doing a mission over here, but now we should actually go and the hunt begins. Take that one off. I'm gonna keep that one though. I'm trying to make a sword. I feel like my hat looks weird today. Hmm. Not just like overthinking it. Probably doesn't matter anyway. I look great no matter what. You guys do too. Now that that is my destination, I can get up. I just got a bath. Check my weight and my levels. Everything. I don't need. Put that on my horse. All good. Do a cumin ear. Go on the horse. Read that. I made a shit ton of money as well by just making a bunch of marigold decoctions. Pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I've got 3.2k gold right now. I'm also looking to buy a horse. Better horse than I have now. So now I forgot to look at my levels. Level 10, my strength is at 12, agility is at 8, and I've got more point I can put into it, but I don't wear light armor. That's perfect throw. You have a better chance of winning dice. Okay. Those really matter for me. I don't use that. Alchemy, I'm waiting on one of those. Waiting on to get routine 2. Leveled up my alchemy as well. Drinking has nothing of use to me. That you just get that from drinking savior schnapps. Schnapps. Waiting on one of these. Level am I now? I gotta go pickpocket some people too. I'm in a town. I might as well do a little bit of that right now.
My breath is short, my feet are sore. I buy a horse, but I am poor. The sun may burn, sun may shine, but you will not hear a word of mine.
Although I might as well just go where I need to go. I'm wearing all of my clothes. Yeah, okay. Looking good. Good. So I just saved just a second ago. In case I die. It's likely. I still can't die. I feel a little overpowered, but I can still die easily. Also, look how much of the map I have unlocked. Some stuff over here, but that's like in-game shit. Not for that. Some of the Rete Woods. A couple of spots I missed over here. Shit up here too, but I do need to go back to Scallots and shit and go explore that again. I probably just kind of can. That'll be fun. I ought to get into some sort of encounter. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day and everything. Well, we're about to get into a town, so. Oh. Scout it.
You fucking stinking human!
I think he said cumin, but I thought he was. Oh, there's another one. Someone's still there? Okay, now we're cool. Alrighty. See what they had. Bard potion. Not worth shit. Here are the dog potion I'll take. Observer. A lot of unknown potions. I never use those. Fuck that. Diet. God damn. Cracklins. Neat. Love cracklins. 9. City bandits. It's a long ass way. Earlier today I was traveling and I hit a snare and nothing happened. I didn't find anybody. Bullshit, because I was looking for a fight. Going down. Skirmish. Watch the battle.
What's that? What's going?
Ooh.
You'll get what for?
Hey,
Guys.
who's there?
You guys are guards. Okay, guard.
I must be going mad.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, well, that was the end of him. Take your arrows, all of your money. This guy actually had a couple of things here. It's worth a little bit. Kill the guard. Hey, any other bandits? That's. Well, I know one ran away. I guess he got away. Good for him. The guards, I think he won. Villager.
Hey, what are you doing here? Clear off. You want something from me, do you?
I don't think so. I kind of want to pickpocket you guys.
Come now. Has something happened? Ah.
Luckiest damn villager.
Ow.
Okay.
Where are you sticking your fingers?
You're kidding me. Oh god, there's a guard right there.
Don't move a finger.
Hello, Finley.
You!
Hey,
Stop right where you are.
what'd I do?
You there! Stop!
He hit me. He hit me. I'm surrendering. I can't surrender any harder. I'm doing well. I hope you are as well.
No one gets away with beating people up around here. Not on my watch.
Fine.
And I haven't even got started on all the other wrongdoings you're responsible for.
I've
You should
done
have
nothing
thought
wrong in
twice
my
about
life.
What you're doing. That'll land you a fat fine.
That's not bad. Don't mess with me. Oh.
Are you pulling my pizzle?
So far,
Don't you know
so
who I
good.
am?
My day's been pretty good.
You better watch your step, or I'll make things so hot for you, you'll be lucky to get a job slopping out piss pots.
Aye, right. I've gone all weak at the knees.
And just pay.
All right, here you are.
All right. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. And hand me over those stolen goods.
Whatever. Okay, let's go fast. Let's go. We're gonna solve this mystery. We're gonna figure out who tried to fuck up this village, so that we can get Sir Robert back over to the training area, so I can train with him. Hopefully, we get another random encounter though. I am a variety streamer. I play a bunch of different things. I'm kind of between. I was between games. So I was playing Fable 2. But then I lost a lot of progress because I thought the game saved and it didn't, and so I kind of stopped playing Fable 2. And I forgot how fun this game really is. So I just started playing this again. It is so much fun. I have played it once before. But yeah, I've played a bunch of different things. Played Daggerfall once. Usually a lot of RPGs. I can. You can always hit exclamation point Discord. I will just say, just right off the bat, I do not have any money, so I could not pay anybody, and I believe in paying people for art, so sorry, I can't. So if you're trying to like make your services available, I am not available to use your services. But I would love to see some of your work. You can always go to my Discord with exclamation point Discord, and you can post some of that. We'd love to see it. Love seeing artwork from people as well. But I do just want to say that yeah, I understand. Have a nice day. Thank you for being here, though. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, Captain Bernard. Oh, it's Captain Bernard. That's his name. Robard's the other.
You!
What the hell is Robard?
Where have you been? All that bold talk and then you disappear? That's not the kind of man I need.
But I...
We waited for you while people here suffered, damn it. We could have caught the ones who did it, and because of you, they've run off.
Because I...
Silence! I don't want to hear it. May the Lord watch over you.
I haven't made the best start of it. But maybe I can still be of some help.
I'm sorry.
While you were gone, we found a dead brigand in the woods. The others are probably long gone by now.
Did you learn anything?
No, he was already dead. Go take a look if you want. One of my men is still standing guard just to be sure.
I went and trained and did literally anything else but come and help them with this. Like, they gave me a horse and I fucked right off to every other city. I went and learned to read. Like, I think I immediately went and learned to read.
Where is he exactly?
A bit north.
Also, hey,
of
Poultry, I
Neuhof.
hope you're having a good day.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, absolutely, though. Feel free to go and put that in the Discord. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
I'll be with you.
Damn, I lost reputation. That's not good. Check these
How
bodies.
could anyone be so cruel?
I know. He's so rude. Even the horses.
They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that?
Hey, Jacob.
Another
Boob.
useless soldier come to ask questions. You should have fucking been here last night.
Fucking sorry. It's been like 3 weeks since I've been supposed to be here. Although now I can take care of your arm.
What's wrong with your arm? That's nasty. It needs to be cleaned out and bandaged. Let me.
That feels a mite better. Thank you. What do you need to know?
Right on. So what happened
What
here?
in the world happened here?
The bastards attacked us. At night, a little before dawn.
It's nighttime, yes. How were you
How
wounded?
did you come by that wound?
I heard someone talking, so I went to look outside. Then I saw what they'd done to the horses. I shouted at those bastards, caught one by the cloak and started beating him.
Without a weapon? With just your fists?
Yeah, but he cut me pretty good, the fucker.
Uh,
Lucky for me, the others started to come out then, so the raiders ran. All that's left is his cloak.
And hopefully that works. I don't have a stream bot anymore. I switched to OBS instead of Streamlabs OBS, so I don't have a bot anymore. Let's open Discord real quick. I'm sorry, I'm having I used to use a different Streamlabs OBS thing, and so I don't have a bot anymore. Usually, exclamation point Discord would bring up a link to that, so I'm going to grab one right now. Okay, that should bring you to my art spot on Discord. Very sorry about the wait on that. Okay. I'm sorry if the link's not working. Then I'm really sorry. I'm not very good with Discord. I don't quite understand it. My mod isn't here. He would usually be able to use all the Discord things. So I apologize. But hopefully this link works and you can put that in there. Yeah, why did they do it?
And you've got no idea why they did it.
Something must have gone wrong for them. They ran off without taking anything.
Was there a big fellow in black amongst them?
There's one man in particular. Huge. Dressed all in black. Voice loud enough to crack stone. Did you see him?
Who the fuck do you think half killed me?
So he really was here. The bastard.
Help me.
Can you help me?
Why I'm saying that?
How?
You know the area. How can I figure out which way they went?
They left in a hurry. You could see if there's a fence knocked down. Or a gate.
Smart thinking.
God be
Never would have thought of that.
Smell. The stud farm owner. I saw him in Skalitz a few times. His poor widow.
Hey, Zora.
Ask.
Okay.
No. I saw you came with the soldiers, and the sooner you know...
Tell me about the raid.
I'm sorry to trouble you, ma'am, but could you tell me about the raid?
The noise woke us up.
Raid Shadow Legends.
We thought the horses were restless, or maybe some drunk had staggered here from the inn.
Go on.
Go on.
My husband went out to see
This
what
isn't
was
the
going
drunks
on.
at the end.
Then I just heard loud voices and screaming. It's so stupid. It didn't even occur to me at first that something could have happened to Smil. I didn't find out until the morning.
What voices did you hear?
Did you recognize any of the voices you heard?
No, but they spoke Czech, cursing like demons, even at each other.
Sounds like
That's
me
each
if I
other.
were Czech.
They quarreled.
Yes. Something must have happened.
Where did the noise
Where
come
did you
from?
hear this noise?
Everywhere. It was chaos. I don't even know how many of them there were.
I mean at the very start. Do you remember where you heard the noise come from then?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Did you get a look at them?
I already
No.
know this. Anything?
Ginger was sleeping in the... Jakob, the old stable boy. From what I've heard, Mark was the first one to wake. I don't know of any...
Very much.
Goodbye.
How could anyone be so cruel?
It was working like nothing happened. I actually do remember already looking at that. He just starts crying the second I get. He was smiling and looking at me like, "Hey,
Leave me alone. Go away.
not a chance on earth, buddy. I'll take care of those mongrels."
But there's no need to be afraid. With your help, I'll find those bastards and then I'll make them pay.
They deserve it.
Okay, well that worked.
What do you need to know?
What happened?
What actually happened here? They killed the animals and... Why did they kill them?
Why not? When did they steal anything? That's a
They
good
take
question.
anything? No.
Thing that is very
Think carefully now. How did it all start?
We heard the animals, their shrieks, then Smill. He shouted, and they murdered him.
Wait, so the animals died first.
You're certain it was the animals first and then Smill? Not the other way round?
I'm certain. I'd never heard a sound like that before. Now I'll never forget it.
What happened after that?
We ran outside and it was chaos. Animals were dying, the stables were burning, and those demons everywhere.
It was burning right from the start.
The stables were already burning. Didn't that happen after they fled?
No, it was to set the blaze when they arrived.
You said they were demons.
No, just vermin. Worthless human vermin.
How many of them were there?
Not many. There were just a few that came after us, but more round the back. I heard them yelling at each other.
What were they? Why were they yelling?
So they were yelling because of all the noise?
No, something happened. They quarrelled.
In the back? Where?
Towards the woods. To the north. They were trying to get away.
Some were fleeing and the others
So
fighting.
some of them were running away and the others were fighting?
Aye. For a time. Then more of us came out and we fought back, so the others fled as well.
Where did they flee?
Where? Where did they run
Yay!
to?
Level up in speech. Fuck
To
yeah!
the north. Into the woods.
Thanks.
Good luck to you.
Done crying now.
How could anyone be so cruel?
What? Who's there?
Me.
Easy.
Yeah, you can take it easy, man.
Don't know anything.
Hey, fine. You're hurt.
Are you hurt?
No, nothing. Not a scratch.
What a scratch. What happened here?
What really happened here?
I don't know. Someone attacked. I don't know who.
Hmm.
You didn't happen to...
No, I didn't see a thing.
could anyone be so cruel? Such senseless brutality. They slaughtered horses as well as people, and yet it seems they didn't take anything.
Okay. All right. Okay. Suspicious.
Why, it's a hoof pick. Someone in Neuhof must know more about it.
Okay, well. I don't know what the hell a hoof pick is. I guess he probably used it to clean out his hoof. Important. I hear a puppy dog barking. It's his most prized treasure, eh? Dude needs more treasure. Doing now? Find the owner of the hook. Probably fucking Ginger. I think he ran away. Watchman.
Do you know whose hoof pick this is?
Ginger's. He was always bragging about it.
That's
Why do you
weird.
ask?
I found it on one of the bandits in the woods.
But he... Because of him? Because of him they murdered us? Lord in heaven!
Wait, hold on. You think Ginger was responsible for the attack?
He ran off! Don't you see? He was acting so strange and then he ran off! Why the hell would he do that?
That does sound rather odd.
Story doesn't add up. And you don't know where Ginger could have gone.
And you don't know where Ginger could have gone?
Dunno.
It's a bit suspicious. There's no evidence on him. He could have had somewhere to go. And it's weird. I'd sound suspicious. Like if the cops are questioning me about anything, even if I wasn't guilty of anything, I was just an innocent bystander who saw a crime maybe, and they were talking to me, I'd still sound like I don't want to talk to the cops. Basically, what I am. Well, I get it. I'd be getting out of Dodge too. Told me where he was. Another horse. God damn. That's a lot of money down the drain too. Like that's what I'd be crying about.
Do you know who
Sir,
this
I have
belongs to?
clues.
It's a hoof pick I found on one of the dead bandits.
How should I know? Go and ask at the stables. Farewell.
Oh. Hoof pick.
Do you know anything about this hoof pick?
God damn, I can't see a fucking
It's
thing.
Ginger's. He had it made in mate.
Cool. Any idea where you
Any
might be?
idea where I might find this ginger?
Well, that's the thing. He packed up and left.
What?
And hey!
Look, I
Look
know
back, I
how
hope
it
the link
looks,
worked. The link worked.
But Ginger is a
No, my
fine
mod still
fella.
isn't here. I don't know. He
And I
has.
don't
He's
believe he had
busy a
anything
lot.
to do with the attack.
So I'm sorry. I'm doing well. Where could he have fled
Where
to?
could he have fled to?
God, it's dark.
I might know. But you gotta promise me one thing. When you find him, listen to what he has to say before judging.
You're good. I promise.
You have my word.
Might not be true.
Sometimes the charcoal burners come to see him. He gets on well with them. I think that's where he's gone.
And where is that?
No idea. They've all...
But the forest is full of folk like that. They could...
Aye. Except these ones won't be far. If you follow the stream from the...
Only what?
Ginger didn't go that way, though. He always went by the big road, through the woods in the direction of Ujits.
But how can I find them?
There's always smoke where you
Yeah.
work. You'll smell them before you see them. Oh, and they need to be near water. There's that too.
So if I go through the woods along running water, I'll find them.
Exactly. Farewell.
That sounds like a lot. I'm just gonna know exactly where the spot is.
It was for
Good thing I still have a horse.
hand, but why kill for nothing?
I was about to say, maybe I fucking don't. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of nice to just kind of ride out with your horse. Hey, Pixie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now's a good time to do some pickpocketing. Kind of ridiculous. Else with pockets. All your food. Charcoal burner spokesman.
Why are you waking me? Go away.
Fine. You're ready by 8. Like. All right.
Good day to you.
Have you seen a horse around here?
Certainly have. He ran past here, heading up
Thistle?
a local charcoal burner.
Right.
I
Do you
forgot
know
about
where I
that
could
mission.
find Ginger?
Who?
Don't
The
play,
stable boy
don't play
from
dumb with
Neuhof.
me, motherfuckers.
I've heard he's friends with some charcoal burners.
Oh, I know who you mean. He went not long ago to the charcoal burners by Townburg. Good luck to you.
Oh. Well, might as well level up the vitality by.
What in God's name is he up to?
Discovered an accident, okay. Well, that's inviting. I don't think this is an accident. Yeah. Well, apparently it was just an accident. So, an accidentally really good decor. Nice. Tell me about it. Row hunting's. Oh well. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know. I'm not wearing any clothes. The skin dead animals. Pretty cool. Actually, now that I think about it, it sounds kind of stupid. Well. I'm trying to find belladonna. I cannot find that shit growing to save my life. So you fucked up. I just. It's sending me that way. Let it be over. The horse comes around quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come over here.
Yeah.
Cool. Always good to have more fast travel spots in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's this one.
Jesus Christ be
I'm looking for...
Well, if you go south from here, you'll come across Old Andrew's Inn on the...
I know where Neuhof is.
Ah, I see.
That's odd. The charcoal burners...
Horseshit! They probably just said...
It's the business of my liege lord. I'm here because of what happened at Neuhof, and that boy knows something about it. Let me talk to him.
Hold your horses. First, prove you're with the garrison.
How? You want me to bring the whole garrison here?
If there's no other way. Because there's been 2 brutes asking after him too. And they look like they'd cut his throat without blinking.
I dealt with that pair. I happened to run into them and, well, it didn't end well for them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I didn't think that was gonna work.
Alright, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
God be with you.
Cool, he's literally like right over here. Something raises your vitality. Min-maxing, that's what we're doing. Kingdom Come delivery speed running strats right here. Perfect build. skipping through the forest. I put my clothes back on. People are probably more like I can't believe like I was in my underwear. I can't believe I ended up getting in a fight. Not yet. I haven't just found him.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Why did you run?
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
So,
I'm looking for your
where are the
friends.
cronies?
Where are they?
Charcoal burners? They're up.
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
yeah, I love it when Henry gets
They
shitty
nearly
with people.
killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognize? Who was it? Talk!
Don't know his name, only that he's from Ushitz and he has a limp.
Tell me about the
What
limping
can you
one.
tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why'd you kill the bandit?
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushitz and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ushitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
All I want to know is who to look for and where.
You don't have to tell me everything, just who they were and where they went.
I only recognized one of them. A fellow from Ushitz.
Okay.
What else do you know?
Heard that?
Nothing. That's all.
I've heard everything I need to.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
All over with
It's all
them.
over with them. You've nothing more to fear.
Really? God bless you. But there's just one thing.
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Well, thank you very much. Something just happened. I gotta go around, like, remember to fix the things that I don't have from Streamlabs. Go to Twitch on my phone, and I can see what just happened. Thank you very much, Benny Boots. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you're having a very good day. Very much for that. Just go there and see what happens.
Try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.
It won't let me kill him. Alright, Ginger, you get lucky. Those other guys, because I just kind of... I haven't even seen those guys. They might just kill him, so I already can. My problem might solve itself. No random encounters. Okay. Everything's back to normal over here.
Well, well. Look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy, and
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find... I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed.
God damn.
Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering. It's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks. Because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion. I hope we've got that out of the way. I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to report.
Fuck.
Can you teach me how to do...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right.
We'll get on with that fucking massacre later.
Isn't that quite a lot? Agree?
He really doesn't.
That's a poor offer. Agreed. Now, listen.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Good health to you.
Oh, he's feeling a lot better. I'm glad he got that out of his system.
I'd like to improve my...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right.
Isn't that quite a lot? Are we agreed?
More. Agreed. Now, listen up. Take care.
Or...
Can you teach me how to...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more...
Wouldn't you rather learn the...
Oh, okay. Damn, my defense must be shit.
Well, I'd like to improve my...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more...
All right, but it'll come...
Isn't that quite a lot?
God, I've got to be pissing him off so much.
Agree?
That's a poor offer. Agreed. Now listen up.
Save $30 though. That long sword.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. So Radzik will...
Any chance of some work?
That all depends on what you're ready to do. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Okay.
Well, I'll see to it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp...
Very well. That sounds amusing.
Well, as for amusement, I'd entertain myself by being very careful, lad. Take care now. Farewell.
Oh, he looks pissed.
Lord above, what is it now?
Have another lead on the bandits.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been...
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
The boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujits, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Ujits then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Mehoyed, and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir.
Why there, yeah.
Why choose Mehoyed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on.
Yes,
Anyway, how
we
much silver did
shall
they
drink
get from
with him one
slaughtering those
day.
horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about...
Good.
The trail.
I see.
That's all I found out.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, you have to go drink with Father. I forgot. Found some bandits.
What happened to you?
Sir, if he told me he'd marry me, even though his mother forbade it, and then they killed him. They killed him, the dogs. And his mother told everyone it was my fault. And now I have a child and we live like beasts in the woods. So I beg here at the roadside. Nothing else is left to me. Be merciful, good sir. Can you help me, sir? A little coin? They drive me from the village.
Don't you want to go to Ratai? There are other refugees there. Someone will take care of you.
I know there are others there, but I think I'll be better off in the woods. Could you spare a little change, sir? So I can buy a blanket at least.
I don't give to beggars.
I knew you were a pinch purse the moment I set eyes on you.
Oh, might as well just put her out of her misery. Ooh. Hey, do you know about a limping bandit?
Cabbage! Good day to you.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
That works.
Jesus Christ.
Is there anything suspicious?
Nothing out of the...
Is there some...
Aye, there's room. For how long?
How about if I...
Sure, but...
Since it's...
You're a right pit.
You all like it here. Take care now.
Cool, now I have a house over here. Going on down this way through these guys' field. It's a lot of hopping. Be Labouche, Laboche.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm
Your worst
Henry of
nightmare.
Stannis, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Oh my. Already own Bullish Scholarship Edition.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy.
Sounds like a detective already.
I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
About anything suspicious?
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Have any
Do you
cronies?
have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When
The
did you
body
find the
found?
body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Break into a dead man's lot.
Jesus Christ, be...
Another thing about...
God be with you.
Am I missing something?
Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been Judas. Judas. What's this? What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death? Nothing here. A bed. A bed.
Okay.
I'll be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well.
Sir Anish gives a job like that to a young fellow like you.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately. Not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
That's all. Thank you.
Actually, let me exhaust all of those
Anish gives a
options.
job.
Do you know what Lubosh...
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as...
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
All hail.
Mother of God!
I've come in...
Ask away.
Who was this Lub?
He was a drunkard and a beast. And lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
True that.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a
Very
rogue
cool,
like him
Xbox.
suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Valid.
Do you know who Lub...
He was always alone.
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good evening.
I've...
Ask all you...
Who was...
Those that lived by the sword died.
Have you know...
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Okay.
Do you know what Lub...
How would I know?
Valid.
Do you know...
I don't know.
I don't know, since I don't go to ale houses.
Take care.
God be with you.
I've come in the name...
I don't know nothing.
That man Lubosh who...
I didn't really know him. He kept to him.
Have you noticed anything...
Well, come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Who's there?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof...
I was coming from the tavern very late that night and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a...
Do you know...
Not...
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good health to...
I've come in the name...
Sir Hanush.
Okay, you don't have anything new to
That's
say.
all.
Farewell.
Jesus!
Interesting.
Who's there? What's going on there?
Hey!
Jesus!
They're in the locals. Alley-oop.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you?
A little bird told you, did it?
I think I remember that mission.
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent. If you learn that she truly did involve folk and...
Consider it.
Good. God be with you.
He also was not done talking to you, sir.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of... Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
You notice anything suspicious?
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Doing on the day of the raid.
What Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
There has to be some exception. Like, come on, dude.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
Yeah, so let's go get fucked up. Oh, but let's try and... I'll get that confession out of you by force.
I've got no time for this. You might be happy to put people's lives at risk, but I refuse to, and I'll get that confession out of you by force if I have to.
You're threatening me. You want to fight me?
All right.
Farewell.
Jesus Christ.
Thou shalt...
Ow.
I do too. Where you going, father?
Well, I have to admit you're good. Or I'm getting too old for this. Either way, if you think you'll get confessional secret, you can hammer me to death if you like. But the sanctity of the confession is unbreakable. I do want to help you, though. So come to the tavern in the evening, and maybe we'll come up with something.
I didn't think that was gonna work. I know why. I'm very happy. Wash myself. Yeah, no, for real. God's probably pissed. Steel Father? Ooh, I can finally... that book. Perfect time to do this. Then we'll go get fucked up. Thy Lord gave you thy hands for a reason. Probably wasn't that reason. No, it's exactly was. Trying to solve a murder, and God knows that. He really did. I'm amazed I didn't like burst into flames the second I walked into the church. This concubine, eh?
The blessings of our Lord be...
And with you, lad. Take a seat. I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
From Skalitz.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them.
I like that his
It
face
must have
is so
been terrible.
fucked up. It was.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujits, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most
I
important...
did beat the shit out of you and
what actually
trying to get that confession.
The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things. but I'd take most of it with a pinch of salt.
Well, this time they weren't exaggerating.
Rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
Making excuses.
You're just making excuses. The people who say the church is corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own comfort.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujic isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Ooh.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour.
I know, dude. I honestly cannot wait for the next game.
They know no mercy.
I want that sword.
Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything.
I love this guy.
You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder?
Pay.
And you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs.
Amen.
While Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God.
Yeah.
And his people too. Amen.
Big Chad energy.
This Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Want to preach against debauchery?
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of Huss?
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
I would love to read anything that brings up my skills.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have
They want
grown
Obama.
beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe?
Right, enough about preaching.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
He's getting angry. Oh yeah, that's a good plan.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Well, we got a whole ass rotisserie chicken right there. Wooden cups. Nothing like a splitter on your lips when you're drinking. Hey, Henry. He's working. Yeah, you kicked that old man's ass. That's the first time I've kicked his ass today.
Enough of this. Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Men, throw them out.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Oh yeah.
You call that combat?
God damn, fucking shit.
With combat.
Mollywopped. Next.
Good day, Henry.
Yeah.
So, my dear, wouldn't you like to have a little ring on the bell? No sooner said than done.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Fuck yeah.
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? What's the step, my dear? Careful. Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
Yeah. Ring that bell. Game's turning into Dark Souls on us.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath.
Hell's bells for sure.
And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Seems weird.
Godwin, you old goat.
Alright, Henry's about to get laid.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Titties in a video game. Are you supposed to? There's an achievement for keeping Henry a virgin the whole time, and I don't know how you do that while also doing this mission. Although on the other hand, I've also been with like 30 like bath winches. Speaking of which, I need to go to the bathhouse again. Probably filthy.
Hey.
They've earned his trust. Oh, really?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
And now we're gonna fuck. Oh, maybe not. Henry's like, yeah.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts.
Yes.
Poor suffering stomach.
This is purgatory.
What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there.
I can do that.
Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
All right.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
We'll never get away with it.
Not if you make a hash of it.
Well, all right.
No, neither can...
What do you want me to do?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. No need to drag it out.
Christ almighty.
Wonderful. What's the matter with you? We have to start Mass. It's already late.
Do it. He's fine. He got beat up yesterday. He's got a little bit of concussion.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill
He's beat up too.
He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
He was fighting off evil spirits. He fought well.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti.
Spaghetti and meatballs. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Cepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hoc facite in meam commemoration. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor.
Yeah, I mean, you got another priest back there? Nope.
From Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Looks so cute up in the pulpit, just like, oh, pause on it. A lengthy sermon.
Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. I am here to tell you about Mother Church and to show you through my words how she is falling into decay and abandon, how the once great mother of all Christians is losing her dignity and trading in souls like the merchants in the temple. But I am digressing.
That whelp wants to preach about the church.
One should not believe in the church, because the church is not God.
Not God.
God is above all things, and the church is but a means to salvation, which the prelates do not care to hear.
He's right.
You're damn right I'm right. Hit you harshly.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop.
Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land.
He reminds the
to peck
people of
up
Freddie
every
Mercury,
speck
even though
of
they don't
gold
know
and
him.
silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Yeah. The sin of fornication.
What sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Continue harshly.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates! Away with them!
Yeah.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honour to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague.
Amen.
Amen.
Alright, we did good.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad
tongue.
he came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Like it there. They really liked me. Yes.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out?
Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest.
Foreshadowing.
And anyhow, With your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall, too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Father Goodwin for sure, man. Go over to do that. Oh, let's go. Helmberg. At least I haven't run into any bullshit yet.
What in the... Jesus!
Do you want...
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for a fellow...
Ah, that would be Hinek, the Tanner's son.
Ah, I see.
Aye, but I wouldn't call him that to his face.
No.
So, what about you then? You look a bit
Show yourselves.
Maybe later, sweetheart. Right now, I have some questions to ask.
Ask away then.
Where can I find Hinek?
Yay, new speech.
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Look, Hinek's my friend, and I really need to know where he is and what he's doing.
But I already told you I don't know where he's got to.
So I suppose he just goes to the woods to pick mushrooms, does he?
Mushrooms? No. More like hares or other game.
So Hinek is a poacher? That's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
Is he
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
What did he say?
Do you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
The money?
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl, and if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do.
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you.
Good luck then.
Find Riki's stash.
Hey.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to make you...
Uh-huh.
I'll certainly...
But of course.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing?
I'm not giving you that much.
Are we agreed?
That's not enough. You won't regret May the Lord watch over you.
What in the...
Now I am officially all.
My God, I'd be here every day if I had the coin.
If you were here every day sucking, you'd have neither work nor coin.
True. The more I work,
Talk to his daddy-o.
God be with you.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, Why would I tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Don't make me angry.
Listen, your son's in serious trouble. I'm trying to help him, and my patience is wearing extremely thin. If you start answering my questions, this is going to go a lot better for everyone.
Are you threatening me? And I'm supposed...
Believe what you like. I'm concerned about Hynek, but I really don't much care what happens to you. Is that clear?
Fuck it! I'm not gonna take a beating on account of that good-for-nothing.
So?
There's not much I can do for you anyway. Hynek came here, but he left right away.
Where did he go? You better give me something. You really don't want to waste my time.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where he's hiding?
I really don't know.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here.
All right. What more do you know?
Nothing. I swear to God. Oh...
Bloody hell. Start using your head or I'll never find Hynek. How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know? Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please, try and find him.
I will. But I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I think that's where I'm going to end this for today, you guys. We will definitely go and find him tomorrow and finish all of this then. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it, especially Poultry and to Benny Boots for the follow. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm always live on Tuesdays and Fridays. Yeah. See you guys later. Bye, you guys. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodiles.